What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV Europa Conference League Game 3 now over. Vitesse 1, Tottenham 0 in a shocking display. It really was a poor game all round. I mean, I can't even pick out one player, to be honest, that played well today. I thought it was slow, lethargic, couldn't get on the ball. We couldn't put two passes together today. We really couldn't. I thought Lo Celso was shocking today. When you look at the group, we're now third in the group, which is shocking in itself. But there was just nothing to comment on the game today. I mean, Markande came on and he showed a bit of spirit, but he was just too small. He was getting pushed around. Dane Scarlett, I thought, was more involved than ever before, but still, as well, like his physicality looked way beyond, less than what the Vitesse players were showing. Dele Alli, shocking display. Like I said, Lo Celso, Winks, also really bad displays. I mean, this second string side of ours is just nowhere near good enough. I mean, individually, players-wise, they probably are good enough, but as a cohesive unit together, whenever they play together, they put in dross after dross after dross, and that was more of that today. But I don't want to put down Dane Scarlett and Markande, because I actually think they did well today. But they were fighting an uphill battle. But the others were shocking.
Yeah, and that goes to show what happens when you fully prioritise. There's a reason why he prioritised the league, and this is what happens. Like we have a non-cohesive unit playing in this game. Players who have played together once or twice, but they're not used to playing as a team. And it looked like the only time we opened them up was a bit of individual brilliance from Lo Celso, who played it to Gil, who hit the bar. That was the only time we did anything during the game. And what was it? It wasn't a piece of play where players are knitting the play together. It was just a piece of dribbling from Lo Celso, and that was what it was today. Yeah. Just a bunch of individuals. In a game like this, though,
that's what Gio's got to be doing time and time again. He only did that once, and everything else he tried today was so poor.
It was everyone. We had no focal point up front. I felt Scarlett was trying his hardest to try and get involved in the play and to hold off defenders and things like that, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to do it on a regular basis. It was very easy to mark him out of the game. It was very easy for them to defend. Brian Gil and Bergwijn, unfortunately, as well, they were doubled up on and they weren't able to get into the game fully. Dele Alli was completely anonymous. And look, Nuno did completely deprioritize this game, and it showed on the pitch. And I think a lot of the players may even have felt that as the game went on. I think Vitesse, this clearly meant the world to them, this game. You could see how much they put into it. They were fighting for everything. The fans were completely cheering them on at every single tackle and every second of the game. And you felt that during the game. And they put blood, sweat, and tears into that performance, and even then, it was only 1-0 because that's clearly.
I don't even think they were good today, Vitesse. It was just how poor we actually were today, and it really was. And the referee today, oh my days! I don't think I've ever seen a referee as bad as that today.
Yeah,
the first 5-10 minutes. They had a clear-cut penalty when Brian Gil took down one of their players in the box. That was waved away. And then after that, I don't think we got a decision pretty much the whole game. The whole game, we didn't get a decision. Dane Scarlett goes down in the box, and for some reason, he gives a free kick to Vitesse. And then there was another moment in the game where I can't remember what it was, but this referee, just shocking decisions time and time again. He was whistle happy, didn't stop blowing his whistle pretty much the whole game. And he the game was pretty much ruined with the team that we played anyway, but he didn't help things at all. I thought it was, I don't think I've ever seen a worse ref than that. I really believe that.
Yeah, he was terrible. But in terms of the game, there was just no cohesion with the players. Gil, Bergwijn, Dele, and Scarlett could not link up once pretty much throughout the 90 minutes.
No midfield whatsoever.
The players were getting frustrated with each other and with themselves, with how they were playing, and it wasn't nice to watch. And look, at the end of the day, it was a terrible performance and a terrible result, but we left every single first player that started against Newcastle at home. And I just think Nuno made his decision. That was the consequence of his decision, and now he better get a result on a Sunday, or especially a performance, because if he doesn't, serious questions will have to be asked about his selection today, and if he can't get a result on Sunday. But look, if losing today means we get a result against West Ham, then I'm not bothered. But if we lose against West Ham now, then obviously the position we are in the group now, third, was going to be a real battle.
We should still go through. We should still go through.
But we don't want to go through. We want to finish top. And if we don't want the extra games about finishing second, so we really need to win. That's in serious jeopardy now, not finishing top. So we need to go on a bit of a run in the Conference League because we've only won one of our 3 games, which is a bit of a worry if we want to go through. But if Nuno gets the result on Sunday, all is forgiven, obviously. But it was just a hard slog watching that game.
These players
really
need
difficult.
to be doing a lot better than they are because individually they're good enough. Individually, they're all players that should be beating Vitesse easily. You know what I mean? Bergwijn, Dutch international, Brian Hill, Spanish international now, Dele Alli, Harry Winks, former England international, Joe Rodon, Welsh international, Davinson Sanchez, Colombian international, Ben Davis, Welsh international. You know what I mean? These are all international players that play for their countries. So, I mean, why are they putting in such shit performances every time they get on the football pitch? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I just think it's a team game, isn't it? Team sport, and they couldn't get the cohesion together because of being a completely weakened side out altogether. You got to kind of get the players up to speed with how they want to play, and he hasn't been able to do that with everyone, it seems. And I think today went to show that they clearly weren't up to speed of how exactly he wanted to play, and we couldn't really create any sort of chances, let alone score any goals, and that was the biggest disappointment. The only chance we created, Gil hit the bar from outside the box. That was it, pretty much. We had no focal point. I felt like it was just so easy for Vitesse to physically bully us out the game, and it was too easy for them. They doubled up on the wingers. Scala was very easy to defend against, and other than that, we had nothing else, pretty much. So it was an easy day for Vitesse, an easy night. They got the goal with a bit of quality. I know it was a bit of deflection, and Galini probably should have saved it on second viewing, but it was a good strike, a volley from outside the box. And I'm sure on the return game,
should have done better though.
Yeah, I think he should have saved it. I think on the return game, if we play a few bigger players, a few of our first teamers, we should be fine because I don't think these guys are anything special. But I just think it's a consequence of Nuno's selection, and I also think like the message he was putting out by leaving everyone at home, saying, I think it sent a bit of a message like this game wasn't too important, and I think that's the kind of performance we got.
All right, so that is our instant match reaction. We'll see you all on the post-match fan show. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.